Since March of 2018, David Casper has been the head coach of the ETSU men's soccer program. And today, Coach Casper is here for this week's ETSU Coaches Conversation. Hey, Coach, welcome to Daytime Tri-Cities.
Thanks, Chris. Appreciate being here.
Let's talk about your background a little bit. Before you became the head man there at ETSU, talk to us about your where you came from before this.
For the 6 years before here, I was at the University of Kentucky as an assistant coach with the men's soccer program there.
And you did a lot of coaching up through the high school ranks, through the smaller colleges, came up to Kentucky and the SEC.
Yeah, I started coaching basically when I was a freshman in high school and just kind of built from there. It's something I've always been passionate about is playing, and I thought always as a goalkeeper, I felt like I saw the field well from there and just kept coaching from that spot. And I was given some advice when I was young and was just keep working hard and grind and show people that you can work hard and doors will open for you. And it's paid off for me so far.
Goalkeepers, it seems to be a theme there at ETSU. I was talking to Yelton brothers the other day. A lot of time spent in net for them, also for you as well.
Yeah, and even before me, the coach Oshani, who was here before me, was a goalkeeper as well. So I think that position allows you just to see the game from a unique angle. You know, as a goalkeeper, hopefully you aren't very busy, so you get to watch a lot. And I think something you also have to do is communicate. And taking those two skill sets and putting them together, I think at the end of the day, watching and communicating is what coaching really is all about.
And I was looking at your stats, doing a little homework. As a goalkeeper, you put up some pretty good numbers yourself, and you've coached some guys that have put up some good numbers as well.
Yeah, I was okay. I think I played on good teams. That helped me out a lot. But no, I think as a goalkeeper, you know, you take pride in that. And then when I started coaching goalkeepers in particular, I made sure that you put a lot of time and effort into those guys, and I was happy to see them succeed. And a lot of them continue their careers on future, and I still follow them and root them on and hope that they do well. And hopefully we can start doing the same things here at ETSU as the head coach and take it a little further.
I was going to ask you, what drew you to this job? What drew you to ETSU? I know that the offer was made, but it had to be attractive to you.
Yeah, leaving Kentucky is a difficult one. You don't leave that job for just about any program. So I wanted to find programs that had success, weren't rebuilding projects, and places, to be fair, that I wanted to live. So there's other jobs I looked at that I didn't see myself enjoying living in those areas. So Johnson City itself was attractive to me. The program had been successful when Coach Oshani left. They just won the league, so it was starting from a program that was in trouble. It was taking a program and how do you continue the success and take it a little bit further? And so those things combined were very attractive to me. And then, of course, on top of that, the facilities we have here are things you can sell to recruits and continue to work hard and develop.
I was going to say, when you go out and you speak to recruits, it's an easy sell sometimes. I mean, when you get some recruits that come and look and see the facilities, see what ETSU has to offer, it makes your job a little easier on the recruiting trail, doesn't it?
Yeah, I think we're very fortunate to have the facilities that we do, both indoor, outdoor, opportunities to play, a great training field, a great game field and stadium. They do a great job on keeping it up in shape so that it's playable all year long. And it does help us, and I think this last year we were ranked as high as 33 in the recruiting class in the country. And I think it's all starting to pay off finally.
I got to ask you too, right now, with everything going on with the pandemic, what's your main focus right now? Are you leaning toward the spring? What do you got going on right now as far as the coaching side of things?
It's hard right now. The rules that we have and can do, we have to train in small numbers and things like that. So right now we're focused on the guys that are here and keeping them sharp and trying to just make the best of every day that we can. And they've responded really well. It's not been easy for the students so far. Not having games, not being able to play, and then just limited opportunities that we have to do things, it's been challenging for them. So we've challenged them with one more challenge, is to make the best of every day that we're out there and work hard, and let's continue to push and get better every single day. and improve and looking forward to the spring. And I think the fact that we finally know that there will be a spring season, if all things are okay at that point, but there's a plan for it, that the guys are reinvigorated again. And so we've seen another boost out of them this week, and hopefully in the next week we can lay out a schedule in the near future and let them know that we're still pushing forward and moving forward.
Has it been tough making a schedule for the spring?
So far we don't have one because we just don't know what the parameters are going to be. The NCAA last week finally laid out what the season skeleton will be. Now we need the conference to let us know what the conference schedule is going to look like, and then we can build off of that. So there's a lot of layers. You know, everybody is in a hurry, and all we've been able to do during this whole pandemic is wait. And I think that's what we're still in that mode, but that's why we're focused on today. We can't really do anything about that yet. Can we just keep making today as good as possible and then make tomorrow better than yesterday was?
You left Lexington, Kentucky, came to Johnson City. Are there any things you miss in Lexington, like restaurants or stuff that we don't have here? Or what have you found some stuff here that you really like over Lexington? Talk to me about that transition. How's things been going for you on that side of things?
Life's a little different. You know, in Lexington, it's bigger. There's a little bit more. But in honesty, there's nothing that I really miss all that much. I think Johnson City offered everything I was looking for. We really, you know, my life changed moving down here. Since I got down here, I've gotten married. So living a married life is a little different than living a single life too. So I enjoy being settled in with my wife, and we enjoy the outdoors and hiking and the neighborhoods here. You know, so I can't say that I necessarily miss anything about Lexington. I miss people there. Of course, we made friendships and relationships, but, you know, the city in and of itself, I don't think other than there being a few more options of certain things, I don't really miss anything that Johnson City doesn't have.
All right. Well, Coach David Casper, we want to thank you for taking a few moments out with us today, and we're going to leave you as we leave everybody else with a big Go Bucks.
Yeah, go Bucks.
All right, Coach David Casper, head coach of the men's soccer program there at ETSU. This week's ETSU Conversation.